Hello, guys. Hello, my guys. Hello, guys. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, everybody. How are you guys doing? How are you guys doing? Let me see. Hello, everybody. Sorry, I was on the road, so I had to rush in. Had to rush in to come do this thing today with you guys. Hello, guys. So, welcome everybody. As usual, can we rep our city? Let me know where everyone is watching from. I had to rush. I had to take PM out, so I had to take PM out. So, Kofi, how now? Me and you have to gist about all the matters pending. How's your day, guys? I know it's Monday, but just want us to do the 2 Mondays back to back. So, rep your city, Canada. I see you. Yeah. Thank you, Amos. Thank you, Lagos. Rep your city, Lagos, Ghana, Katsina, USA, Spain. Marina, how far we have talk, so I have to start planning next year movement. So I think we are gonna tour next year, so I have to plan it. South Africa, Glasgow. Welcome everybody. Welcome everybody. Welcome everybody. Welcome everybody. From Maja from Cameroon, one of my favorite places. Calgary. Okay, so welcome. Um, today I said I'm talking about why every man needs a fat woman. So this is usually the mentoring I'm doing for single men. Um, yeah, I know ladies are here, so welcome, ladies. But really, these sessions are I'm going to be speaking to men. But hey, ladies always benefit. Ladies generally make everything more interesting. So thank you, ladies. Joshua Bright, how are you? Victoria Island. Joshua Bright, do you live in Victoria Island or you work? Billie Jean said, I've always been slim. Okay, definitely I don't mean fat in terms of physically. Even though, if I look at it physically, fat women have advantages as well. Because the world usually tries to shame them, body shame them. But fat women have a lot of advantages as well. But I'm not talking, fat is not a physical thing, it's an acronym, okay? Fat is not physical. David, come and shut this door. Your noise is disturbing me. Okay, Joshua, I live in Victoria Island. Okay, good. So before I start, Kofi, you found somebody, then we have to gist. Hope is the right spec. Hope is the right spec. Yeah, Marina is an acronym now. So, if you're a guy in the house, I have something I call inner circle. It's a mentoring I'm going to do for a full year. And in that full year, we're going to be planning your next 5 years. Your next 5 years. That's what we're going to be doing. So, but it's a full year mentoring where I and some other people are going to coach men for 5 years. or for 1 year rather. So if you're a man, I want to encourage you to join it. We are giving close to 50% discount if you are signing up this month, which just has a few days to go. We're giving 50% discount, close to 50% discount. All right. So it's something you guys should join. All right. It's something you guys should join. That mentoring, we're going to discuss your next 5 years, setting goals, pattern recognition, how to marry a great woman. So whether you're married or single, this will help you. How to marry a great woman. You know, it's not all men that know how to marry a great woman. You know how to marry a great woman. That one. Many men know they want to be great, but they don't know how to marry a great woman. There's a way to marry a great woman. If you want to marry the likes of Ibuko Awoshika, you want to marry the likes of Pastor Mildred, you want to marry any woman that is going to be great, there's a unique way to marry her. And even if she's not great when you meet her, it's your job to build her to be great. And trust me, one of the best things that can happen to you is to be a successful husband of a successful wife. It's good when you guys are a power couple. The kind of discussions you'll be having, the kind of level you'll be having, you know, trust me, it's sweet. Most times you see either the woman is great, the man is small, or the man is great, the woman is in the shadow. But we're going to teach all the men how to be the husbands of a great wife, how to marry a great wife. It's going to cover your sexuality. It's a men-only training, inner circle. Remember, if you are registering this week, you have close to a 50% discount. I mean, you need to jump on it. That means what we are charging for this 1 year is what I normally charge for 1 hour. All right? It's what I normally charge for 1 hour mentoring or coaching or consultation. It's what we're giving you for 1 year. So you need to rush. Once the adverts go public, it's not going to be that the price it is now. It's close to about 50% discount right now. So I will be coaching there. Dr. Lumide Emmanuel will also be coaching. Kunle Shoringa will be coaching. Dr. Cosmos Maduka will be coaching. Wale Oyedeji, that's the GMD of First Bank Holdings. That's all the First Bank subsidiaries. You know, the MD will also be there. A whole lot of other great people for a whole year. So if you're a man, if you're a woman and you're married, this is a gift you can give your husband. You know, thank you, Ayobami. Registration is open even till next month or whatever. It's just that if you want the 50% discount, and this is in thousands of dollars, so if you want the 6%, almost 50% this discount, you have to do it this week. That's why. All right. So it's a good gift to give your husband, and he'll be better off for you. Covers how for him to be a good husband, how for him to be faithful, sexuality, covers everything. You know, and we're going to work with you for the next 5 years. You know, setting your goals, your dreams. Dr. Sam Ademi, I don't know if I mentioned Dr. Sam Ademi will be there. We're coaching along. So see the great men. Tony, can you write out some of the speakers? People see the quality of men that will sit down in a room or in a virtual, so you can jump anywhere. But sit down with you and talk, and you ask questions, and you guys will talk. And part of somebody said the main stack link is returning an error message. So Tony, please, whoever is in charge, can you look at what's going on and give them a number they can also reach? So this man will sit you. And part of what we're going to do is that you will have a privilege of networking with those in the group. Anybody that can join this kind of thing is somebody you should be making friends with. So 2 people have said the link is not working. So that means there's something wrong, guys. Whoever is in charge, please. You guys need to try these things out before you even post it at all. All right. So something is definitely wrong with what you're posting or what they're clicking. 3 people have said the link is not working. So you guys are sending me fake link or wrong link. So these are some of the speakers that will be there. There's so many doctor in all our names. There are 1 or 2 more speakers I've not mentioned. I'm going to mention that will be in the coaching room as well. So jump on. It's a whole year. I don't know who else will give you that. And if you check what it takes to hang out with all these men one-on-one, definitely way more than that. So please jump on it, guys. If you're a man that wants to, I mean, trust me, do you know how sweet it is to be in the center of your dreams? See your dreams come to pass in the next 5 years. You're exactly where you want to be. There are so many principles we're going to share. I stumbled on that principle 5 years ago by setting a 5-year goal. So what happens is that people overestimate what they can achieve in 1 year, and they underestimate what they can achieve in 5 years. So that's what happens. So many people are setting 1-year goals, and 1-year goals, they leak your energy because you are setting goals for 1 year, and sometimes if you can't hit those goals or they appear daunting, you begin to lose energy. Every month towards that goal, you lose energy. But when you set 5-year goals, almost anything is possible if you have enough time to work on it and enough, the right community. Okay, people don't know that it matters. The team, a nice community, then you have coaches holding your hand. That's how to win the World Cup. That's how to win the tournament. So I heard John Maxwell himself share that he set this 5-year goal. Cosmatico as well. If you have watched his videos, you hear that he set the 5-year goal as well. You know, so it's things we're going to teach you and show you how to set 5-year goals, and you'll be amazed. You'll be right exactly where you want to be 5 years from now. It's part of the powerful principle, something every man should join. If you are joining, if I'm registering, do that immediately. Like I said, there's almost a 50% discount if you join now. Okay. So let's talk about why every man needs a fat woman. So of late, I've been talking to so many guys that before I go into it as well, are there single ladies here? Is there any single lady here? There's a single lady. I hope you have joined BFF. Please, if you're a single lady, PM is also going to hold your hand for the next 12 weeks, I think. That's 3 months. That's crazy. And it's twice a week. You guys are going to talk and meet, and different experts as well will come in to hang out with you guys for a whole 3 months. If you have not joined BFF, they'll put the link as well. Hey, for single ladies, as long as you're single, whether you're a single mom or anything, as long as you are single. Peace. Have you joined BFF? Naomi, I'm Aminu. Gaba Naomi, Aminu, have you joined BFF? And you've not joined BFF? It's starting this week. BFF is starting this week. BFF is starting this week. April has joined, yes. Go join BFF immediately, starting this week. Nina, have you joined BFF? Have you registered for BFF? Oh, go join it. One of the best investments you can make. Again, these things are amazing. I think for BFF is $100 for 3 months. I don't know anywhere else anybody's going to do that for you. And a whole lot of people are going to be assisting you, working with you, guiding you. There'll be prayer, there'll be everything. There'll be, for 3 months. I mean, for 2 months or 3 months. 3 months, yes. Please go jump on it. BFF starting this week. So if you have not registered for BFF, again, you need to invest in yourself. You need to invest in yourself. So they'll put the link. I think they put the link. Yep, they put the link. Okay. So, there are people here that have not yet joined. So why haven't you joined? Why haven't you joined? Inji Mata. Why haven't you joined? You should tell me why I have not joined. Invest in yourself. And you know, some these women that don't want to invest in themselves, when they see man now, they'll go and invest in man, or they'll go and buy the man something. They'll go and buy the man gift. If you see what our eyes see on this job, there was a single lady that put her boyfriend on salary. The boyfriend, though, he was on salary. Do you understand? You tell her now, come and register for this thing now. She will say, giving excuse. But if you see boy now, they'll eat her money and she'll be confused. Justin, have you registered for BFF? Justina, answer. I can't say, I pray God give me a wonderful woman. You learn. Your prayer is good, but you also have to learn. Okay? It's not just prayer that will do it. you have to also learn. So that's why we're doing these meetings. Okay, have you read any book on choosing a spouse or finding a spouse? You see, because Africans want to pray about everything. Akiyemi, have you? I don't know which one is your first name now. There's Akiyemi or Lawale or Ayobami. Ayobami. Which one is your first name? Have you read this book? Seven Qualities Wise Men Want. Have you read it? Have you read it? He just yes now. Thank you, Precious. So they don't understand. Sandra, good. I'm happy you registered. What about guys? Yes, guys, I'm doing free mentoring for you. We did last week. We did this week. We'll also continue to do until there's a reason to have a closed group. I want to have a closed group with men because the reason is because as the ladies are doing BFF, if I can also train the guys, a time will come they will allow them to be able to interact and meet all virtually. But I don't want to introduce women to men that I don't know closely or have not mentored closely. So women, you first go do BFF. That's why, and the same thing, we're not going to introduce women to men because men, see, ladies, you need to know, men reach me, good guys, they have a job, have everything, meet me that they're looking for a wife. But I can't just introduce any random girl. So if you don't have a growth mindset, you're not in BFF or things like that. Jenny said, please, will there be recordings available for BFF? Yes. Jenny, if you miss your live class when it's happening, there'll be recording for you. All right, they'll be recording for you. All right, if you somebody asks how to get the book, just order it. All right, just order it. It's on Amazon. It's on. Somebody's asking how much is the book. It doesn't matter. Any amount now. I don't think it's anything out of the ordinary. It's the book. It can't be it can't be expensive. You know, we're not. It's not much, and it's not business. Just basic stuff. So Amazon, if you're not Amazon, they'll put contact numbers how you can get it locally if you want. But if you're abroad, Amazon is your best bet. You get it. 7 qualities wise men want. Most men don't even know the qualities they should be looking. So I was saying that, ladies, a lot of guys. Are you single or married? A lot of guys. Chichi, are you single or married? Chichi Emeka. A lot of guys reach me, hardworking guys, mature men, some abroad, some locally, and say, "Hey, Pastor, I'm looking for a wife. I can't find a good woman." Yes, at some point we'll probably introduce them to people. No, not just that you must marry this person, but say, okay, these are some ladies we know. But you see, I can't pick random ladies. It was ladies that are that have gone through some mentoring that we can hold. So when we say join these things, there are many benefits, to join. Jane, welcome. This is your first time. Jane, do you know about BFF? Do you know about BFF? Do you know about BFF that is Pastor organizing? If have you joined BFF? Say you're single. Have you joined BFF? Single ladies, go and join. In fact, I want to mention the name of ladies that are joining right now. So, Tony, let somebody confirm for you, ladies that are joining right now so that I can mention their names. Joanna from Jordan. Hey, Joanna, have you joined BFF? I want to do something for Middle East. So you need to reach my team, Joanna. But Joanna, are you single or married? Yeah, Sandra. Sandra said, I've read these books and they are worth any amount of money. You can get from Amazon, guys. I'm presently reading. Yeah. Keep improving yourself. I want people that are joining right now. Go and join. Onyeka, have you joined BFF? Have you joined BFF? What is BFF? Oh, see it now on the screen now. Chioma, see it on the screen. It's Pastor Mudred is mentoring single ladies for 12 whole weeks, twice a week. They would meet virtually. So even if you miss the live class, you catch up with it. Virtually. You're going to meet other nice ladies around the world, and you guys are, going to learn, do things. It covers everything, both relationship and life. Somebody say, Pastor, anything for men, groups online? Yes, for men, we're going to start something. So, but we have a Telegram group for men that we're building. So they will also put the link for that. You can join. BFF starts this week, so you have to register. Yes, you're hearing about it for the first time, but still go and register. Trust me, take my word for it. You will not regret it. Somebody said, is it also possible for my partner to join the BFF online? Yes, if people are still single, she will benefit. All right. If you are still single, she will benefit. Miss Shine, have you joined BFF? How do you join? The link, they put the link now. Priska, they put the link. So, team, put the link again. Keep putting the link. Let people be seeing it. Okay, so let me go into today's ono. So, I just want to share with men a bit on the Faith from Ghana, did you join Wife 101? They did something for Wife recently. Nancy is asking, how do I join? Where's my team people now? The link. You guys put the link. Okay, so for the men today, single men, so that's the Telegram group for the men. If you're a single man, join this Telegram group, okay? Grooms to be, it's called GTB. Yes, Lady T, BFFs for single ladies alone. For single ladies alone. However, like I said, during the course of the training, we'll be able to connect them. Jane, there's no age bracket. As long as you're a single woman, you can join. Anything for divorces, yes, we'll have something for divorces called single after marriage. So, Ronald, you can keep your eyes peeled on that development. There's single after marriage. We're going to have something for people that are either divorced or widowed or just angry with their partner, their husband or wife. All right. There's what is called cold divorce now. That people are doing, they're married, but they're still divorced. Okay, so just want to coach the men a bit. So, men, you need a fat lady. You need a fat lady. All right. Most men, when they're looking for a wife, they're looking for a slim lady. Now, I know some people want fat ladies physically, but most people I know are looking for a slim, shapy lady. In fact, those of you that follow the story, our story, I almost didn't marry Pastor Mildred because I loved everything uh, um, um, about her, except that um, I felt she was a bit on the big side. I felt she was a bit on the big side. And this is what happens to single men. They think they know their spec. If you're single, you don't know your spec. You just think you know your spec. You just think you know your spec. These people are still asking for link for BFF. Oh, give them. Ayabami, Chioma, please put the link for BFF. Whoever is in charge, please link for you. So most single people think they know their spec. You don't know your spec. You've never married. You just assume you know your spec. You just assume you know your spec. So I thought my spec was slim. A lot of things you call your spec, it was spec'd into you. It was spec'd into you. All right. Please link for BFF. Who is in charge today now? Is it Tony or Gideon or who is there? Please put the link for BFF. Who are asking? So because men, we are moved by what we see most times. We think what we want is a slim lady. We think what we want is a slim lady. So see the BFF link, guys. If put it. And I was like that. So I almost in my perspective, I felt was on the big side. My spec is slim. All the things you are calling your spec, it's movies, adverts, magazines. Those are the things that create an image of a spec. You don't have any spec. Your real spec is not anything physical. You just created it, in your own head, and you are holding on to it tightly. And you've not married before. People that have married some of the finest girls physically, they've still divorced. So them still get tired. So I thought she was on the big side. And then I said, if we're single and she's on the big side like this, by the time we marry and have children, she'll be very, 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 very on the big side that it won't work. That's what I said. That's what I thought. But I liked everything about the girl. She's smart, she's spiritual, sense of humor, intelligent, clean, domestic, everything I liked in a woman. She was my friend. She got me. So I got married, and years after, even till now, years after, I said like, I like her more now, and I told her that you're slimmer now, right? You're slimmer than when we met now, right? She said no, that she's like 3 or 4 sizes bigger than how she was when we met. You see, but I like her more now, and I'm saying, really? I didn't even notice it. Like, I like you more now, And that's what a lot of young men don't know. You think you want a slim, tall lady. You think you want a shapy, busted. Yeah, I like busted. Yeah, I understand those kind of things, but at the end of the day, trust me, those things will not rate as the top things that make you stay in a marriage or enjoy a marriage. You like a big boss if she's not having sex with you. What if she's not having? It's only letting you touch this bust. Like ladies with big bum bum. Some of you will not see that bum bum. Hey, oh God. Hey, excuse my French, because this is a men thing. I'm trying to talk to men practically. So if you're a woman, don't be embarrassed. You don't know the amount of sexless marriages we're dealing with. As a men that have the right application before they see their wife's body. There are proper application, 2 months interval. Some men don't have sex 3 weeks. Some men don't have sex 3 weeks. You like big bum bum. You will see the bum bum first. You will not see the bum bum now. Especially when the woman has had a child or her children. Wow. Many of them, many of them they even lose every sense of sexuality once they have kids. Their body, they don't just see their body as a sexual thing anymore. Just see purely for breastfeeding and childbirth, and they lose libido incredibly. So you need to be wise. You need to be wise. That's what I'm saying. You need to be wise. Now, even though I had to lay this foundation, the fact I'm talking about is not physical. Anyway, why I think everybody should mind Fatman is an acronym. So the F, number one, guys, pay attention now. Pay attention now. As you're looking for a wife, pay attention now. The first Big said, I can't imagine being in a sexless marriage. It's not by that. You have to marry right. Yeah, you don't want to know. There's some married men that are heavy masturbators. They masturbate on a global scale because the OnlyFans, I don't know if you know OnlyFans. I don't want to teach you about it. OnlyFans is full of married people. They are not having sex at home. Sex. Somebody have even given up. It's a foregone conclusion. It's a foregone conclusion. Sex. Maybe you even see food. So F, let me go into it. F, if you're looking for a wife, F is faithful. Faithful. If you're a guy, look for a faithful woman. Look for a faithful woman. Look for a faithful one. If you don't marry a faithful woman, you are doomed. You are in trouble. If you marry one of weak character, you are doomed. Let me tell you why. It is because it's difficult to catch a woman that wants to deceive you. Women can multitask. Men, it's easy to catch. The reason why they catch more men cheating, it's not because only men cheat. No, men and women cheat. But the reason why more men are caught cheating is because men are not generally great at multitasking. They are not great at it. If a man is distracted, everybody knows. But a woman has the capacity to multitask. All right? Gracie, seems you are new on this page. This is a man. I'm talking to men today. All right? So it's not men and women. We're not in gender war. Today is a men's teaching. I just allowed women in the class. All right? And everything must not be a gender war. That is even a bad trait in itself. I'll probably talk about that as we go on. That's even a bad trait. The trait of is the man. You have that trait, you will have problem in marriage. I can tell you that for free. Not fight. All right. It's not a gender war. So look for a faithful woman. Women are great at multitasking. If a woman is sitting here, it's difficult to know. She can multitask. She can attend to 2 or more men faithfully, or gracefully, or easily. If a man is distracted, you can tell he's carrying his phone, he's going to bathroom with his phone. A woman will give you her phone. You are the one that will even text the man of the location. You will drop her at the place where she's going to sleep with her boyfriend. You're the one that will drop her there. And you'll have no clue. So look for a faithful woman. The Bible says, talking about the virtuous woman, it said his heart doeth safely trust in her. His heart doeth safely trust in her. His heart doeth safely trust in her. Watch out for those women that, there are guys that reach me many times and say, every time my fiance or whatever comes, her phone is on flight mode, this and this and this, you know, you can't tell where she is at long periods of time, she disappears, you know. Look for a faithful woman. Avoid a loose woman. Avoid a loose woman. There is a strong role a woman plays in upbringing. Even if when the man is a bit irresponsible, the close contact of kids is usually the primary assignment of a woman. The close contact of kids, all right? Why do I say this? It's because women are like what they call primary caregiver. That's why there is always a debate about the father of a child, never a debate about the mother of a child. Never seen any debate where people are confused and are trying to test who the mother of a child is. Never, you never see that. You know why? Because mother and child are usually going to stay close. So even when the man or the father denies the baby or is irresponsible or is absent because of work, because men are very work driven. So a man can leave his family to go to work. A woman can leave her work to go and stay with family, right? Because she's very family oriented. So a woman is generally the primary caregiver. The baby's life usually depends on the woman. And she's not just biologically equipped, she's also emotionally equipped for childcare. If you have read this book, when I mentioned 7 qualities wise men want, I talked about domestic skills. As a man, you don't want to marry a woman that lacks it totally. If she lacks it, she must have at least a heart for it. It's important. It's part of her God ordained duties. All right. I know in the social world now people argue these things, but biology can answer the question. You don't even need psychology. Biology will answer the question. God put food. He attached food to a woman and attached accommodation to a woman. So God didn't only give them physical capacity to take care of babies and children. He also give them emotional capacity. So the way God designed it, a woman generally more attached to kids. A man is not attached. So you see, even scripture, we say things like, "Can a woman forget her suckling child?" He didn't say, "Can a man forget?" A man will forget. Very good. But he said, "Can a woman forget her suckling child?" Why? Because scientists have found out that as a woman breastfeeds, oxytocin and bonding hormones flow between baby and child. That makes them very attached. So a woman is very attached. Even in animal kingdom, you see when your dog has litter, has puppies, that same dog I was smiling with, you see how protective they are. So God wired it like that. He didn't leave it to chance. He didn't leave it to chance. All right. So if you marry a woman that has zero domestic skills, it will show in the home. It will show. All right. This doesn't mean men are not involved in men cannot be domestic or men cannot cook or men cannot wash clothes, men cannot parent. That's not what I'm saying at all. But I mean, last line of defense. Last line of defense. The woman must be there just in case the man is mad or irresponsible. Yes, like so by the time the last line of defense itself is not serious, there's no hope. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say. So number one, I'm telling the man, marry a faithful woman. I mean faithful woman. You need a faithful woman. All right. Watch out for that woman that is used to multiple affection. If she's always posting things for attention, exposing her body, shaking her bum bum, she's used to the attention of a lot of men. Only you won't satisfy her. Only you can't satisfy her. Only you can't satisfy her. So be careful of that. Be careful of those women that, have a lot of men that send them money. You can't cope with those things. Spoke to a guy that said that 1 week to their wedding or Tuesday, the girlfriend went to see her ex. The kind of things I'm using my ear to hear. I don't even know. He said his girlfriend, that he wants to marry in the weeks, went to see her boyfriend that they're not doing anything, just want to see him. I said they are doing one for the road. You know, one for the road. People do it to their exes when they want to marry somebody else. They're going to have sex. They think it's for the last time before they get married. But usually, emotional things don't work like that. Along the line, the day you frustrate her, she'll go back again and take one more for the road. All right. So don't play with a woman you cannot absolutely trust. If you're needing to monitor her, check her phone, do this one, hack her phone, you're focused on the wrong issue. All right. Watch out for those women that have expensive, exotic things and have no commensurate work. You don't know what they're selling. Yes, they can say they're selling hair online, they're selling organic cream online, they're selling something online, but you can see that there's no way this thing you're selling is buying a G-Wagon. Last month you sold only 5 pieces of hair, only 3 pieces of hair. You cannot buy G-Wagon now. You cannot buy Lamborghini now. Now we live at a time where women are prostitutes publicly. It used to be something of shame. And as some women prostitute publicly, there's still some men that are clueless enough and go and marry the community prostitute. Choma, that's what I'm answering now. It's how can if it's my daughter, I've been answering since. I've been teaching this. So you're not seeing those. You're not seeing commensurate work. You're not seeing that. Or men are sending her money. Yes, men can be, because women are very smart, way more smart. They think faster, think smarter. So some men are clueless. She has an uncle that is sending her money from time to time, and there's no biological tie with that uncle. Wrong. You can't cope. You can't cope. Be careful of those things. All right. You must marry a faithful woman. He said his heart. Proverbs 31. I wish somebody can. I wish somebody can post that scripture for me. Say his heart dwelt safely, trusting her. Trust me, you don't know the peace you can gain when you are with a faithful woman. And I've seen men, I can go on and on of different men I've seen trying to change an unfaithful woman, trying to change a woman that is on the streets. If she changes, of course, God help you. If she has changed before, you're not the one trying to change her. Don't go and do rescue mission. Don't do that. Don't put yourself in those situations. Marry a faithful woman, a faithful woman. Thank you for that scripture. So the heart of her husband trusts in her confidently and relies on and believes in her security so that he has no lack of honest gain or need for dishonest sport. He's very confident in trust. His heart trusts her. All right. Next one. Next one. A. A. Yeah, so small girls and big girls, they are now so bold. So they even just come out and say, if you don't give me this amount, if you don't give me this amount, and there's still one man that will be so clueless. So clueless. And we'll just go and marry the community prostitute. Just go, everybody knows this girl is something except you. Except the guy. He just goes ignorantly. Ignorantly. Nancy, there's a number for joining BFF, just in case your link is not working, they can help you. I've shared the story when I did Husband Man, I think, with the guys. I shared the story of how one of my relatives, a family that has been struggling. In fact, they're still struggling, if I remember well. Close to me, the family is close to me. They're struggling and really struggling. And one of the sons, those families that are struggling, that it has reached a stage where everybody thinks it's a ancestral curse, it's a demonic thing, those kind of things. So, Peace, congratulations, but hope you are doing premarital class. I'm happy for your proposal and all this things. So, peace, are you doing premarital class? That's what I want to hear. And are you joining BFF or wife 101 anymore? Let your husband also join husband man. All right. Wedding is just 10% of the job, 90% of doing the marriage. But congratulations anyway. So this guy is struggling family. Then one of them, don't you have family, everybody's struggling and it looks like ancestral curse. The daughters are not married, the ones that are married, I'm online. The um, oh, the other ones that even took the bag you're looking for. Let me close this door, please. You know, let me close my door, honey. So where was I in this story? So why do men prefer such unfaithful women? Because those men are weak emotionally. They are weak emotionally. They can't control themselves. Most men that their wives cheat on them in marriage, the wife will cheat on them in courtship. Most of them. The wife was doing magic. She will disappear. She will do. The guy will just say, "I'll marry you at all cost. Not to marry you at all cost." I know so many like that. The girl has never been faithful to the guy. The guy still married her like that. She has never been faithful in the marriage as well. Throughout all the 100 years of marriage, she has never been faithful once. Sleeping with both men and women. And the guy is still there and fighting off all the men. It's a sickness. In the intentional premarital class we did yesterday, I was talking to them about trauma and healing. And I explained to them that unhealthy always attracts unhealthy. It's difficult for a healthy person to marry an unhealthy person. It never happens. It rarely happens, let me say. Usually, it's unhealthy people that attract other unhealthy people. So that's how it happens. If you see somebody that is, very unhealthy, nobody will stay with them except on that very. Let me use somebody that is very aggressive, dominant. For instance, the only person that will marry that person is somebody that has very low self-esteem. So that dominant person can tell his wife, "Shut up, kneel down there." This is the only woman that can stay in that is also a woman that is also low self-esteem, needs attention, looking for a man by all means. So I put that can stay together. A normal, smart woman that has a good family, good job, good upbringing, you just like shut up and sit down there. She will realize I can't marry this person. Or you try to, I'll slap you. She knows she's living there. But you see an unhealthy woman say, "You beat me, you slap me," they will fight, they will beat her, and she will say they're in love. She will go and cook for the man, they will beg man, they will have sex. Unhealthy usually attracts unhealthy. So this young man, I told you the family is struggling, everybody looks like they're not going to make it. Daughters not married, men not prospering, looks like ancestral cause. Finally, this young guy, one of the sons, began to make it, traveled abroad and began to prosper. Started sending money home, began to build house in the village. If you're an Easterner, especially years ago, you know what building house in the village means. That means if you have made it small, you have to build house in the village. If you build house in the village, the family is tempted poor. Build house in the village. So they kind of build house in the village, we kind of send money home. There seemed to be light coming to the family, finally. And the guy wanted to get married. And let me tell you guys, I don't know if you know how your brain works. Your brain hates details. This is why a woman can mess you up easily. Her own brain is about 10 times more advanced than your own. Her own brain is digital. Your own brain as a man is analog. To picture the disparity. So usually a man hates details. A man hates so many, when things are too variety or versatility. Men actually one track minded. They do one thing well. That's why when a man sometimes loses his job, especially in the area he's skilled, he can't bounce into anything. If you've seen men where maybe he's an IT guy or an engineer or something, if he loses his job at a certain age, you find out he can't do anything again. But see, women don't stop doing something. They will just jump from this one, they will sell this one, they will sell that one, they will learn this. Their whole brain, the way it works, is very advanced. All right. So most men, because they hate details, when we teach marriage, teach relationship, they don't have time for that. Just choose any fine guy. See, just choose one. That's what they think. That's what they think. That is that easy. Women most times know the kind of man they're marrying. They know. If they're settling for you, they know they're settling for you, that you're not the original person they wanted to marry. They know. That time is just going. Or you have money, or you are really chasing them hard. But men are clueless many of times. Clueless. Don't know what they're getting into. So he, being a regular guy, didn't pay attention. Notice they just told them, "Find wife for me." Find wife for me in the village. Usually women that they just find like that for you are not usually, highly desired. So they went to find the village prostitute for her. Everybody knows this girl was a prostitute. They went to find the village prostitute for him. So he came home, started planning marriage with the village prostitute. Of course, started sleeping with her. She was HIV positive. So she gave him HIV. So he died. It's more like the house is uncompleted. Since the last time I saw it, still uncompleted. He died. HIV. So first F, faithful. A, the A in fact, guys, don't marry a woman. She must be available. She must be available. She must be available. Hey, if I get $1 for every time a man sends me a message that Pastor, I like this woman so much. I like this woman so much. Someone said, why would her people? They didn't do anything to anybody. Why would they do it to you? They didn't. The people who don't know color. So what happens? Color only man. I don't know. Try is the first thing and your last thing. What happens usually is that people think what I do and what we do is a waste of time until they reach divorce court. They think we're wasting time. There's a time lawyers began to do a sticker that was raining one time. It was, I don't know if some of you know, we're old enough to know, but they used these car stickers that was titled waiting lawyers they do self. Because when we were young, people didn't know what lawyers did. It wasn't a lawyer. Because you hardly need a lawyer. So they did stickers, waiting lawyer they do self. You won't know what lawyer does until you enter police case or enter trouble. You will know that lawyers are important. You don't even know. You just what's a lawyer they do first. The same way people think what does marriage counseling do? What does the marriage coaches do? Don't worry, just give it time. Either you or your children or somebody somewhere very soon close to you will definitely need to navigate marriage issues or go to divorce court. Then they will know, say, I'm busy and I'm important and I'm valuable and you should pay. Should pay for courses. Like the BFF they are doing now, it's just $100, 3 months training. Some people say, I don't have money, but if it's wedding now, your cake, everything you will spend millions for wedding. But the same people won't put $1 for marriage. They'll be shocked. I had a client that her divorce cost her $600,000. That's what she paid the man. In fact, that's not the cost. That's what she paid the man. I'm not counting legal fees and other things. She paid to the man that she was divorcing $600,000. How much is counseling? How much is coaching? How much is BFF? So they didn't plan to hurt him. They just picked randomly without consulting. Will you go and buy a house without the proper real estate advice? Will you go and buy a car without the proper mechanic advising you? But you want to marry, just pick the random girl on the street, the village prostitute. She gave him HIV, he died. So second A, available. So F is faithful. A is available. If I get $1 for every time a man enters my DM and says, Pastor, I love this girl so much. I send her money, I send her phone credits. I love her, I do everything for her, but she doesn't want me. What do? I get $1 for every time. Somebody sends me that, I'll have $1 million now. I have $1 million now. Make sure you marry a woman that's available. It's not every woman that is single that is available. Hey, I'll say that again. It's not every woman that is single that is available. Single doesn't mean available. Hey, I'm unavailable. Now you see me. And whatever that song is, I'm unavailable. Them no they see me. Something. They don't use formula. Let me look for my this thing on. Come in. I'm unavailable. Yes, found it. Them not. It's not everybody that is single that is available. Have you ever gone to a car showroom before and see a car in the showroom, but they write it there that is sold or is not for sale? Has it happened to you before? You know, I'm a car person now. I'm a car person. So I just want to go and check out cars. So I went to a Rolls Royce shop. There's a new Rolls Royce that came out last year, I think. It's called Spectre, Rolls Royce Spectre. So I like it. Yeah. Thinking maybe that's what I'll get my 50th birthday next year. Yeah. So I saw one day. So I said, I like this kind of thing, not for sale, that they just give them as a model to put here. People that want the car need to order it. So it's on the showroom. It's on the showroom, but it's not for sale. It's not for sale. It's not everything that is on the showroom that is for sale. So just because a lady is single doesn't mean she's available. Some of them are glued to their ex. That means the ex has left them, but they've not left the ex. Oh, I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. I said the ex has left them, but they have not left the ex. They're still stalking the ex page. They're still sending the ex message. Some of them are still going to do sex services to the ex once in a while. They've not left the ex emotionally. They're still connected to that ex. So if you go and enter that scenario, you just be sponsoring her transport to the ex's place. She's not available. She's single but not available. She's single but not available. Some, it's not even their ex, it's their next they are attached to. That means they have their eyes on somebody they are in love with in their church, in their office, in their community, sometimes even on social media, on Nollywood. They have somebody they've set their eyes on. And women are powerful. When they've set their eyes on somebody, it's difficult for them to see you. Even if you're a great man, they can't see you because they want to marry this person. If it's a Christian girl, she has either a Christian minister, whether word minister, music minister, somebody she has set her eyes on. In her wildest dreams, one of my friends is a popular man of God that is single. I don't want to mention his name. He tells me that people fly in from abroad. He's based in Nigeria. And people fly in from abroad to come to him and say, God told me you are my husband. Do you understand? As if somebody enter plane and fly from abroad and say, God told me. So if you meet that girl now flying from abroad to come and tell a man of God or a minister, a worship minister, whatever, in Nigeria that she's husband, you meet her at the airport now, and she said she's single. In your mind now, you'll not be toasting her. Hey, let me get another. She's good. She's not available. Not available. She's not available. She's single, but not available. She's in love. She's in love with a man of God, a worshiper, a minister. She's in love. Some of them say the person they're in love with is married itself. They are emotionally engaged to that person. No space. No space for you. And the moment you sense that kind of thing, carry your bag and run. Don't persuade her. Don't try to break her connection with the person she's in love with to enter. She will just use you to sponsor her life while she's waiting for that door to open. She will use the whole body if she's getting old. There's a video or a picture somebody said, I don't want to go into that. But there are women that when they're checking time, that, I'm getting old, they just want to use the whole body. They're not available. They're not available. Maria said some are just focused on building themselves for opening up. That's also good. That's also not available. There are even some that genuinely they're trying to build themselves. They are single, but they feel they're not ready for relationships. They're not available. It's still part of it. They're not available. It's still the same thing. You can't marry that one. She's not available. That's still the point. Some are still hurting. They have heavy emotional baggage. Heavy one. They're always insulting their ex, insulting their dad, insulting their pastor. They're a bundle of hate and trauma. What they need is a therapist, not relationship. What they need is a therapist, not relationship. They are single, not available. Some are actively dating a rich man, a married man. So she's single, but she's in a meaningful, active relationship with a married man. Chidema Harmony, have you joined BFF? That's where we'll start from. Single ladies, go and join BFF. Vims, have you joined BFF? Josephine, have you joined BFF? So she's actively in a relationship with somebody that's married. So she's single, but not. I'm not talking about just unbelievers. So there are many Christians. There are a lot of Christian girls that are in active, meaningful, real relationship with a married person, proper one, proper relationship. I'm not talking about flingo or one night stand or affair. I'm not talking about affair. I'm not talking about affair. You know affair. Not affair. This one in a proper relationship, proper one. That kind of girl is not available. JM, if you want to join premarital, send us a message. You might not join this set, but we'll just pen you down for next set. Somebody says, how do I join BFF? They'll put the link. A single lady here. Join BFF. These are some of the things they're going to talk to you about, prepare you so that you'll be ready. That's the link for BFF. They'll also put a number, city number here on the screen. Copy it down if you need to reach out so that you join BFF. They'll mentor you and counsel you with a group of people for 12 whole weeks. Trust me, something you would be glad you did. I was in their meeting today when they were planning. They are planning a lot of things for the ladies in BFF. They're planning a lot of things. I don't want to give out the secret till they give it all. Yes, Mary Teresa, a good idea. So all single ladies here, go and register. Kalumba is asking the question, says, with regards to availability, is it better then to date or marry a woman that loves you more than you love her, as some people say? So good question. It's not really about you love her more, or you need to be sure at least that she's committed to you and that she loves you. You need to be sure. Beyond doubt, you can't be the one chasing her, looking for her. You need to be sure beyond doubt that this woman is available. You're not always, send her a message. It takes 1 year for her to reply. BFFs are only single ladies. I have something for men, Joel. If you're interested, I've mentioned it already, but I'll mention it again. I will say, how do I know a woman if someone's available? I've been sharing it now. Does she reply your text? Are you the center of our world? Or you are just a side piece? She always too busy to talk to you, too busy to visit you. Her phone is on private airplane when she comes to visit. You can't have access to her phone. She has moves you can't understand. She's always talking about other people, always in love with other people. You can sense when somebody's not with you. You should be able to sense it. When somebody's not with you, you don't see that full commitment in anything. They don't want to invest. They're not fully invested in the relationship. Can't spend their money, can't spend anything. Everything you do, you must pay the money. You must do the investment. All right? Can we have one with both new men and women? Yeah, we will do that. But you must first belong to this woman one now. All right? You must belong to this woman one. When is BFF? Yes, BFF starting this week actually. So you have to join today or this week. At least it starts this week. So you have to join this week. It starts this week. So, and the person saying, would you do men and women together? That's still what we're still going to do. Just that we'll train the men separately, train the women separately. So if you're not in those groups, even when we're having to do them connected, you are not going to be part of it because it's not for random people. So people that are in the setting. And we are sure you are hearing what we're hearing. Okay, so available. She must be available emotionally, available physically, available mentally. Not that you're doing things, she's not interested, she's not visiting, she's not vested at all in what you are doing. BF actually starts tomorrow, so that's why you have to register today. But if for any reason you don't register today, you register tomorrow or next tomorrow, you can still join. It's a whole 3 months. So tomorrow is just intro. So Even if you miss that tomorrow, you can still join. But I advise you join immediately. And for the men interested in being mentored by me, like I said, I have Inner Circle. It's a close mentoring I want to do for a few men, high network men. If you're a man like that, you believe you're going somewhere, you have a great plan for your life, we're going to sit down and plan your next 5 years in mentoring. All right, it's something you want to be in, something you want to be in. We'll discuss with you about planning your next 5 years. It covers everything, covers pattern recognition because you have a pattern in your life. To cover your finances, to cover your future plans, to cover your health, to cover everything. The speakers that are going to coach with us in that whole is a 1 year mentoring. It covers everything. How to be a better version of a man, how to marry a great woman. Because many men marry and in their mind, I'm the only one that should be great. Trust me, if you're a great husband of a great wife or a successful husband of a successful wife, it's a different vibes altogether. The level of talk you guys are having. All right. So if you're a man here and you are able to join, there's almost a 50% discount if you join this month. This month just has a few days left. There's almost a 50% discount. Something you should take advantage of. All right. After this month, the prices will definitely change. The speakers that will coach you in that 1 year will include people like Dr. Cosmos Maduka, Dr. Sam Adeyemi, Koleshori, Dr. Lumide Emmanuel, Wale Oyedeji, that's the MD of First Bank Holdings. A lot of great people will be in that group. Something you want to join, all right? Something you want to join. So they put the link for Inner Circle. Now, the T, guys, before I take a few questions, the T is teachable. Teachable. So F, you need a faithful woman. A, you need to have a woman that is available. T, she must be teachable. She must be available. Then she must be teachable. Teachable. One of the greatest values you look out for in a wife is teachability. You cannot cope with a woman that cannot learn. That's why any woman that doesn't believe in the growth mindset, please don't touch her. Don't go near her. She doesn't want to read. She doesn't want to learn. She can attend programs like this, Inner Circle. But she can buy makeup. She can buy lashes. She can buy a handbag. But she doesn't want to develop herself. Run from that woman. You see, like I mentioned earlier, a woman is so vital in the home. So vital. She's the one that will spend time with the kids. The children's character will first be formed by their mother. You need to understand this. Even the Bible, you will notice most kings, they'll say, and his mother was. The mother is just the first primary caregiver. She's the one that will impact that child the most because the men are usually more explorative. So they usually go out. They are not so attached to children. But the mother is going to stay with the child. Even in single mom situations, most times they leave the child with the single mom. I mean, baby mama situations, sorry. Even the most baby mama situations, they leave the child with the mother. So the woman is going to impact character more to that child, especially in the early years, than any other person. So any woman you see that they're doing BFF, she can't join, they're doing this one, she can't join, not learning, not growing. Run. Powerful. A woman's role is going to be in the home. If she's not teachable, she's not a woman's greatest ability to learn. In fact, the Bible says in First Peter, it says, chapter 3, it says, a meek and quiet spirit is of great price before the Lord. Bim said, I'd like my partner to join this Inner Circle. Yes, it's virtual. All these events are all virtual, so you can join from anywhere in the world. So Beams, yes, they've put the link. Let him join. It's even something you can buy for him as a gift. So they have the 1 year subscription. If you can do that, that's better. It's cheaper. If you have, they have the half year. That's also there. Then you have quarterly. There's no monthly because it's just going to be too demanding for us to do monthly. All right, Brice. So at least 2 quarterly if you can't. All right, at least quarterly. All right. So teachable. The woman must be flexible. Let me say this now, guys. Look, I told you about a meek and quiet spirit. They say it's of great price before the Lord. Even God values a woman that is meek and quiet. Why did God make women more flexible? God definitely made women more flexible than men. A man's role doesn't require so much flexibility, even though he has to be flexible, of course, but it's not dependent on it. A woman's role is dependent on it. So the way values and virtues work, they don't rate the same for men and women. Okay, it's just how life is and it's how it's designed. They don't rate the same for men and women. What do I mean by this? I mean, if a woman cannot have children compared to her not having money, her not being able to have children is a heavier risk or a heavier disadvantage than not having money. Many women without jobs have gotten married because that is not a primary thing for a man. Most men looking for a wife are not looking for a woman that has a job. That's not, if a man lists what they want, they don't always put she must be working. No. They want to see feminine energy. They want to see that she's a real woman. They want to see that she's domestic, for instance. She can cook. She's homely. Those things rate higher than I have a job in the rating that men will have. But in the rating that women have of men, a man having a job rates higher. If a man doesn't have a job, he will say, I can cook very well. That, not many women will marry him. Say, I have no job, but I can cook. I'm a good cook. I can carry babies. Yeah. No, you need to have work. You need to have work. But if a woman doesn't have a job, it doesn't reduce her chances of getting married. In fact, sometimes it even increases her chance of getting married. Yeah, get married. Please, somebody needs inner circle link. Oh, my guys. Inner circle link. Post it. Inner circle link. Yeah, Vims, cooking is a plus, but it doesn't take over. Do you want a man that doesn't have a job but can cook, Vims? That he doesn't have a job, he's jobless, but he can cook. Tina, okay, the men in London, they want a woman that has a job, yes, because the economy in London can be rough, UK can be rough, yeah, but averagely, okay? I know there'll be exceptions here and there, for sure. Okay. So, teachable. So, generally, flexibility is more a strength in a woman than it is in a man. From Genesis, the Bible says that God said, I'll make him a helper or a helpmeet. And that word or phrase simply means a helper that is suitable and adaptable. One of the things causing problems worldwide in marriages and in women finding husbands is that people have, and I think it's Hollywood and social life, social media, have painted, a picture. Frank, I'm not talking about people cooking as a job now. I mean, generally, just cooking for cooking's sake, but a man is jobless and they say he can cook. Except he's doing the open business. If not, it will reduce his value. So, he said, I'll make him a helper that is suitable and adaptable. One of the things that have caused problems today in life generally is that women have been bombarded with images of how they want a marriage to be, how they want their husband to be romantic, how tall, they want the man to be. So they have made women have so much picture in their heads. Before, it didn't used to be so. Before, the average woman was ready to marry today. So they usually got married. Do you get what I mean? The average woman was ready to marry today because she was available for anybody. They would just call her and be like, start coming. They would call her and say, Uncle so and so's son, he just finished his university, he's ready to marry. Will you marry him? She will say yes. She will marry Nana. But now women have ideas, too many ideas. Tall, dark, and handsome. He must be romantic. He must have beard. He must have this. So they're not marrying anymore because the men that are coming, They say, this is not the picture I have. They have a picture. And the picture they have, that person in that picture doesn't exist. That person in that picture doesn't exist. So ladies are staying 40s now, single. Never used to happen. Never used to happen. Because they will connect you. They'll just bring you, say, they don't want to marry, they don't want to marry. And the women were so adaptable, they could flow with any man they meet. And that man begins to shape them, begins to determine how they turn out, and they flow. But now the women have so much images. They want their own wedding in Miami. They want the wedding gown on this one. They have images. And not many people will fit those images. So I've shared the story many times how my mom got married to my dad. She was just in a fellowship in church, fellowship leader, a married uncle, a married man, fellowship leader, just came to our house with my dad. Sister Rosa, brother so-and-so came from Lagos and he wants to marry you. And right there and then, because I was asking her what happened. Right there and then, my mom looked at him and said, it's okay. I should marry him. That's it. They fixed wedding from there. In a few months, they had done traditional, they were married. That's how people used to get married. The women were flexible. They had no preconceived idea of how tall the man must be, how bearded the man must be, how this the man must be. Now they have so many of those things. This means they have streamlined by themselves. They have streamlined the amount of men that can marry them. Sometimes the people that can marry themselves does not exist. So there's problem. Streamline it. Too many teachings. Unfortunately, some of the teachings on relationship and marriage and videos and all that, they are not biblical. They are not practical. So many. You can't marry a man that doesn't have 10 million. You can't marry a man that doesn't have this one. Most of them have related themselves, so they're all having babies now outside wedlock. That's the only way. Because no man fits into that thing now. The man that describing is a married man. He must be mature, have beard, have stable finances, 3 cars, house in this thing, private jet, must go to pay all my bills and not work. The person you are describing is a married man. That description is a married man. There's no single man that fit that thing you describe. The single men that fit that thing you describe are only 3 in the whole world. And one married in Miami some days ago. One just married in Miami some days ago. The main 2 in this whole world. They're not going to marry and they don't know you. They don't know you. So that's the issue. So a lot of ladies you are looking at now, some of you looking at me now, you might not marry. Except you. This is what I'm saying, come to BFF. Position yourself well, learn well, change your thinking quick. Okay, single lady, come for BFF now. Some of you, not less of you, some single ladies are not going to marry. The number of marriages are reducing greatly. Even the number of divorces also not increasing. Are you seeing problem, guys? Are you seeing this thing? The number of men that even want to marry have reduced. Then the ones that are even married, because the women have different image again, those men who are running from the marriage. So my brother, women will marry women or not marry at all. Some of them have split themselves. Somebody said, what time will be BFF defense? If people are joining from everywhere in the world now, and if you miss your live class, you watch the replay. All right, don't let that discourage you. Join. It's a community, you will enjoy it. Don't let that discourage you. People join from everywhere in the world. So don't worry about your time difference. You join. All of us are in time difference now. Me, as I'm talking now, I'm in Houston. People are for here, for everywhere. So, and it's probably going to be around this time. So if you can join this one, you can join that one. So now, what women are doing now, just having children. That's how look. Or they have pregnant for a married man that they can't post. So you see, go and check online. There are many women, young women now. Most of them are popular, celebrity, all this kind of thing. They can't show the man that has the baby now. It's a married man now. Or the man, even if not married, he can't appear. He has jet. He can drop that 2 million they are looking for. He can't just drop his picture. They've spec themselves, they've rated themselves out of the market. Rated themselves out of the market. My brother, there's problem. So we have women chasing men that don't want them. The men are chasing women that don't want them. So everybody running around the circle, nobody's catching anybody. Please, guys, put the link for BFF so that I can see it. You see, if you're a single lady now, join BFF, join community, be in an environment where you are thinking right. On that nonsense teaching I've been trying to correct for years is the man is a provider mentality. Let's throw that thing away. Oh, throw it away. It's not biblical, neither is it practical. Neither is it realistic. Please put BFF link. That's why in the BFF, part of what we talk about is your money. Make your own money. Hey, Jesus. Make your own money. For no man is your provider. It's neither biblical, neither is it practical, neither is it realistic. No, man. The man is not the provider. Where did we get it from? Where did we even get it from? It's not biblical. Neither is it practical. Neither is it realistic. Please put BFF link. So in BFF, part of the classes on your finances as a woman. You must get your finances right. When you marry that man, you think he's a provider. The day you lose him, either to love, either you lose him, you got your love on that woman, or you lose him by death, or he loses his job, you will now see yeah. If you don't, there are things we are telling you based on proper experience of life. I've seen many girls. Man, I'm the provider. And they're living in VI. They're living in the Koi because this man is a top high-end man. I can't work. My husband buys everything. And she's going on an exotic holiday. And one young girl that has slimmer waist, big bum bum. This is of BVL, LVV, LBBC. Come and carry the man. It's on social media. I don't can mention them. It's still on social media. All these stories. Get with a smaller bum cute. Because some of these high network men that you want them to be your provider, when they have money. Hey, I don't know how to explain this thing. See, when a man sees you as a liability, please, I'm coming, I will read scripture for you. I was still going to get to it. When a man sees you as a liability and is responsible for you and you're not responsible for yourself, after a while, he feels he's entitled to options. Especially if he's not a very grounded man. If he's not a very godly, grounded man. He feels, look, I'm paying all the bills. Why will I stay one woman? I have enough money to take care of this woman and other women. He feels he's entitled to more women. And sometimes, after he starts enjoying other women, he wonder why is he keeping you? He wants to explore, have more women. So he divorces his wife, sometimes separates from his wife. It's common. Or just gets a second wife or a third wife. And that woman can't talk. She's furniture in the house now. If she vexed leave, she can't leave because she has nowhere to live to. Nowhere to live. She can't pay anything. She can't even pay one room rent. She used to live in a certain level of life. Someone says, any payment for BFF? Yes, there's payment now. It's 12 weeks. There's registration. 12 weeks. So, she can't pay any rent. She has never worked her life. They were taking care of her. She thought it's going to last like this all life. So, the man has gone to carry one younger girl. She's not hustling. She's not working. Trying to now learn how to bake, learn how to sew, learn how to sell clothes. Most times, she can't earn. She's older now. She can't earn enough money to sustain that lifestyle of flying business class. She can't pay house rent in Lekki now. So she will most likely become a side chick to another rich man. That's how they end up. So you're in your 40s now. Nobody's going to marry you. They're just going to sleep with you. They're still hot enough to sleep with. That's it. That's what they do. Because she didn't want to work. She wanted a man to be her provider. Listen to me, girls. No man is your provider. In the name of Jesus, no man is your provider. Jesus, God is your provider. No man is your provider. No such thing. It's a trick. It will only work as your body is hot. You will never be this shape. Sadly, sir. Young girl, your shape is seasonal. This your hotness is seasonal. They release hotter models every week. Hot girls. Are you seeing Instagram? Are you seeing social media at all? Now there's even BBL, BB. They will get big boss tag bigger than your head now. Is this body you want to survive for 20 years? Your body. 10 years, 2 kids, you have your body has moved to the one side. If you don't have any other value you are giving, these young girls coming will finish you. And these young girls, they don't have children. So what they do is make up and shake their bum and go to gym and do squats that make their bum big. You are coming with grandma. Grandma, you want to compete. You better go and get a job, go to school, attend BBF, learn. In case the man dies, or his love dies, or his business dies. I've seen that happen. Sometimes the man dies. It's not that he even cheated or left, it's that he died. You become a widow. The woman can't sustain the life. Sometimes his love for you dies. Sadly, but it also happens. Or sometimes his business that was using to sponsor you dies. Then this girl, I can't work. He's my provider. Your provider has died. Or your provider's business has died. Or your provider's love for you has died. He's now providing for that girl. Younger than you, hotter than you. Hotter than you. As in her shadow floor you. What you do? I don't want to attend BFF. You can't raise $100 to attend BFF and you want to marry. You want to go and be a liability in somebody's house. Okay. Join BFF. Put the BFF link. A single girl now come and join. Talk about finance there. Covers everything. Covers everything that makes you a woman. Okay. Let me read scripture for those that are new. But Peace was asking, I know there are a lot of people that are new that think man is my provider. It's not biblical. Whoever I put in scripture, I put 1 Timothy 5. Let's start from verse 3 to 16, if you can. Why is it that women feel so entitled money from man? It's the social norms, and it's something we inherited. And what we didn't realize, Frank, is that when we inherited it, men were really physically more advantaged to provide. Okay, listen. So I'll show you where the problem came from. When that thing was invented, sincerely, men were actually more advantaged to provide. What do I mean? In those days when they started that concept, providing involved fighting buffalo, chasing rhino, climbing tree to get banana, fighting tiger. So, or going to farm and hoeing for 12 hours straight in the sun, which a pregnant woman can do, a nursing mother can do. So truly, that time, there was division of labor. The women stayed home with the kids. Remember, there was no family planning, so they used to have kids anyhow. They used to have kids. Gabriel, men's own is for a year, and it's not $300. $300 for a quarter. Men's own is for a year. And you see the list of people I'm also bringing for the men's own. Right? So there was division of labor. So truly, the men were the providers. What made the man great then is he can farm, he can fight buffalo, he can chase bear, he can fight tiger. So yes, he's physically stronger. He's physically stronger. All right? He's physically stronger. Frank, I don't have that mentality. You will marry well. Trust me, you marry a man that's going to be understanding and work well with you. So don't throw away your dreams. Have you joined BFF, Frank? Go and join BFF first. Because those are things we also need to correct. No, I'm not saying give up on marriage. Marriage is still good. So Truly, those days, the man was the provider for real. The woman was the nurturer. It wasn't that the woman was not working. She was also doing something. Winifred, have you joined BFF? BFF is for 3 months. If you miss session, next session might be next year. So it's not something you say you're waiting for. Next session might be that's might. I'm using the word might. Oh. We don't even know when it's going to happen because you see our schedule is heavy. Next year we're touring next year. So Samantha, join this one. So truly that time men were provider. Men were physically advantaged because making money then really involved physical exertion that only a man can compete. For instance, if there was a banana on a tree or mango on a tree, a man and a woman competing, the man will win. The man is stronger. The man can even hijack the woman's food from the road and beat her. So yeah, so they didn't allow women to do all those things. Men were competing. Now, but today, making money now has nothing to do with fighting buffalo. Has nothing to do with climbing tree. Has nothing to do with chasing tiger. Today, making money now is something you can sit down at home and do. Is everybody goes to school. The only way you can say man and still provider is that women should stop going to school. But now women are going to the same school, studying the same course, getting the same jobs. In fact, sometimes they're getting job faster than men. And you see that the man is a provider. Provider of who? Who is he providing for his classmates that dusted him in class? The one that dusted him in class and graduated higher grades than him is who he says to provide for. He can't provide. He's still trying to resit his exam. He failed now. He can't carry over. The girl has started gotten job. And you are calling him provider. You are telling him lies. You are disadvantaging him. Those days have passed when women actually had advantage over women economically. It has passed. Women now can sell things. Women now can do many things that men can't even do. You're calling that man provider. You're lying to him. Joy, they'll put the link. They've been putting the link, but they'll put the link for you. Somebody should answer Joy. And I thought you guys are answering this people. I want the link for BFF. So you're telling the man lie. He's provider of who? Provider of who? Anybody that has both male and female children can tell you that most time when they are giving a children money to go to university, they give the girls more money because the girl has more things to buy. So women have enjoyed favor. And they both now gone to school. But the woman is better academically because she has the ability to sit down and study. Men struggle with sitting still because they want to explore, don't want to do activity. Women can sit down and do masters, do PhD. So she's ahead of him. And you see, call him provider. He's not going to marry you. He won't marry, he will masturbate. Oh. He will just be masturbating at home and watch pornography. That's what he's not going to marry you. Provide for who? This is one room. He is not to provide for who. So it's no more practical. The time they said it, truly, making money involved physical strength that the man had advantage. The man doesn't have it anymore. Now, making money is something we sit down in computer and do. The woman is even more detailed. Thinks faster. Anybody that works with men and women know that if you work with a woman, you see how fast she works. She thinks fast. She thinks. Sometimes a man is taking time to think. A woman will answer it now. So you say she's provider. Yeah, you're setting both the man up and the woman up. You're setting the man up because he will never marry. You're setting the woman up because she won't see anybody. Joy, they will send you the link. Joy, say they'll see the link. They've put it down. BFF link. They'll put it. Joy, they put the link here. Do it. So the women are not going to marry. The women are driving G-Wagon, driving Benz, driving all these things. Nobody can marry them. You see, you have told the man is provider. He has seen her already with G-Wagon. Do you know the tire of G-Wagon? Do you know how much? His whole monthly salary can't buy one tire. You say it's provider. He's going to go and masturbate. Marry for what? He's not going there. She's living in Lekki. Because she works in a multinational. You say he should marry. He lives in mainland, Akute. She lives in Lekki. He lives in Ikorodu. She lives in VI. You say he should marry. He will go and do something else with his life. Marry. So let's stop that narrative. It's not true. It's not biblical. It's practical. So let's look at Bible. I'm giving you the practical side of it. Let's look at Bible. Because some people think we cook this enough. No, we've been teaching these things for years. People just are not listening. They think they can solve everything by just praying their way through. That's the African Christian problem. Some things involve sense. Give me scriptures. Whoever is there. Give me scripture. Whoever is there. 1 Timothy 5. Let's start from verse 3. Okay. If any, no, I wanted the scripture. Let me read it to you guys so that it will be easier for me. Let me read it to you guys so that it will be easier for me. So First Timothy, if you have Bible, for those that are new, I know most of you that are old people here, you already know these scriptures, but hey, we always have new people in our midst who must be conscious of their presence. So I'm reading NIV translation. First Timothy, Paul was teaching Timothy how to run a church. Timothy was a young pastor, early 20, maybe in 18, between 18 and 21, 22-ish. That's what Timothy was, a young single pastor. So Paul was teaching him how to run a church. From verse 1, told him how to talk to older men, how to talk to younger men. So if you're interested in knowing the Bible, open your own Bible so that you'll see. Verse 2, he told him how to talk to older women, how to talk to younger girls without purity. Don't let these girls confuse you. Verse 3, he said, give proper recognition to those widows who are really in need. Do you see this? Talking about widows. Verse 4, but if a widow has children or grandchildren, let them let. Talking about widows. Verse 5, the widow who is really in need and left alone puts her hope in. Talking about widows. Verse 6, but the widow who lives for pleasure. Talking about widows. Verse 7, give the people these instructions and all that. Still talking about widows. Verse 8, anyone who does not provide for their relatives. Do you see this? For their relatives. The topic was never about husband or wife in a marriage. It was always about widows. But we've turned it to husband and wife, and I don't know where we got that from. So see verse 8 that they always quote. Say, anyone who does not provide for their relatives, especially for their own household, has denied the faith and is worse than an unbeliever. People have taken this to mean, number one, that he's talking to man. He's never said it's man. He say anyone. Number two, he wasn't even talking about husband and wife. Even though he used the male frame, saying he that does not, in King James, it's the same way the Bible says man must not live by bread alone. It's not talking about male gender. It's talking about man as generic, as mankind. So they just use he as mankind. All right? They don't mean he as male. But verse 8 clearly says anyone, NIV version, anyone. And it says relatives. It's talking about widows. So those days in the Bible days, in these particular days, they had a lot of widows in the church. And the church was trying to pay for their bills. So church was paying their mortgage, paying their rent, paying children's school fees, paying their car notes. And after a while, church could not handle it. So they said, hey, let anybody that has a relative that is a widow, you take care of that widow. That means I'm here now. If I have my sister that is a widow, they say I should take care of that widow so that the church will not be paying for my sister when I'm here. And it applies to both women. So the same Pastor Mildred, for instance, has a relative too that's a widow. Let her take care of that widow so that the church will not take it. That's what that scripture was about. If you read again, read on your own from verse 3. So if you're not sure, see verse 9. No widow may be put on the list of widows unless she is over 60 years old. So they're talking about list of widows. Right, the next verse, they mention it there. Jump to verse 16. I'm just trying to be fast. The whole thing talks about widows. Jump to verse 16. They were now explicit in verse 16. It said, if any woman, Papa says it's woman, if any woman who is a believer has widows in her care, she should continue to help them and not let the church be burdened with them so that the church can help those widows who are really in need. All right, so you can check all these things on your own. So that scripture has nothing to do. So first of all, it's not biblical that the man is the provider. The thing God calls the man in the Bible is a leader. Is a leader. So you see God always saying the man is the head of the home, the man is the head of the wife. You see God tell Abraham, I know my son Abraham will teach and command his children and his family to follow the things of God. You see Apostle Paul say, don't I have a right to lead about a sister? You know, you see God keep saying the man is the leader to the leader. You see the model marriage, Proverbs 31, where they talk about the model woman, virtuous woman. When they were going to describe her husband, they didn't describe him as provider. That one was not in lack. She was in 7 or so businesses: textile, import, export, agriculture, real estate. She was a rich woman. When they're going to describe her husband, they said he's known in the gates. He's one of the leaders in the gate. The gate is parliament, is Senate House. They say he's among the leaders there. So he's a leader. Everywhere in scripture, they recognize and call men leader, not provider. Because you're not marrying an orphan. You're not marrying a weakling. A woman has capacity to make money. And this provider mindset is what makes men think women are inferior beings that they can kick out of the house. They can tell her shut up and say that they're not going anywhere. So they have that mentality because they think they are the provider. All right. Yes. So Charles says Pascal, what about the part that said men will suffer to till the ground and women will suffer during pregnancy? Yes, that has nothing to do with provider. They're just describing men are generally work oriented for sure, but it doesn't mean women do not work. Women are generally family oriented for sure. It doesn't mean men should not be involved in family life and parenting. So when God was just telling them what they would difficulty they would face, He was telling them the areas that will pain them the most. Of course, a man gets his sense of meaning from his sense of work. It doesn't mean that woman is jobless, but a woman will gladly leave work to stay with family. A man will gladly leave family to stay with work. It's just our orientation, how we are wired. Okay, so but it doesn't mean that she's not a provider or that she shouldn't provide. So a woman that doesn't marry, how will she survive? A woman doesn't have boyfriend, doesn't have husband, so she will not eat because a man is her provider now, and no husband has come, so she'll be on the street waiting for husband. No, she's gonna work. She's gonna work. She has to pay bills. What are the ladies all over the ladies' place that are something they're not married, so they're not gonna work? Of course you work. You've gone to school. You have master's degree. You will work. It's already catching this. So thank you guys for joining. Remember, if you're a single lady here, I beg you, and I'm not saying this just because we're the one doing it. I'm saying it because the things our eyes have seen, things that, Charles, you're always very persistent about your questions. The things, please talk about the statistics that said 25% tests showed that men are not the father, and what will cause a woman to have 4 children and none are the husband. I've talked about it today now. She's not a faithful woman, so of course she'll do. It's just the men are always clueless, so they marry anyone they see. So that the whole topic I've answered. So if you're a single woman here, I beg you, go and join BFF. I'm serious. You can't regret. If you regret it, I'll give you money back. If you join, whether you need to borrow that money or beg for that money, if you join and it wasn't worth it, reach out to me. I'll give you money back, guarantee. I'm serious. But you'll be glad you did. If you're a single lady, go and join BFF. One of the reasons why I doing BFF was that we always meet. Pastor M started by doing Wife 101 for wives, and one thing she discovered when she was doing Wife 101 was that a lot of the women were saying, "I wish I learned these things before I got married." That's what we get all the time. I wish I learned these things before I got married. I wish I learned these things before I got married. So Pastor M said, "You know what? Let me tell the people that are not married now, so that I won't get this. I wish I this is why I was married." Now the people are telling they are not listening. They don't want to join. How do you join? Please send them the link, guys. Put the link again. If you scroll, you will see the link, though, but they'll put on now for you. Rejoice. They'll put the link. Edna, they'll put the link. Yeah, but just see it. It's right under your comments. That's how you join. All right. That's how you join BFF. Somebody said, I'm 44 and I'm single. I work and pay my own bills. I'm happy to do so. Yes, you work and pay. You can't wait for husband or wife. So April, have you joined BFF? Elizabeth, have you joined BFF? Elizabeth, have you joined BFF? Yes, you can pay in Naira, John. Of course, you can pay in Naira. You can pay in any currency. Thank you, Samantha. Thank you so much. That's true. It's a very good investment. So we were getting a lot of, I wish I knew these things before I married. I wish I knew these things before I married. We get so person says, let me even help you. Those are not married. But some people that are not married now, they are not listening. Then when they get married, they now say, hey, I wish I knew this before I married. You know it. It's like many people say, I wish I knew if I got married. Now you know me now. I'm here every year. I'm talking to you almost every week. Join. Joseph, yes, join. And Joseph, so if you can join the inner circle, that will help you too. So I'll take a few questions for I run. I've stayed longer. Can I take 5 questions before I go? 5 questions before I run. So ask your question if you have. Reset bootcamp is currently going on. If you're a married couple or dating couple and there's infidelity in your relationship and you want to fix it, we have Reset bootcamp is currently just started today as well. You can join that. But for the men here, I want to challenge you to join Inner Circle. If you're a man here, it's one of the best investments you make for the men. Inner Circle. All right. It's a VIP mentoring and coaching that I and a group of people will do. Yeah, I said that people Liverpool win the link. Liverpool can win this year with league now. So this inner circle. We're gonna coach you for 1 whole year, mentor you for 1 whole year. I'll be speaking. Dr. Cosmos Maduka Kosaris will be speaking. Dr. Sam Adeyemi will be speaking. Um, um, Koleshorio Lumde Emmanuel, a few people. Stanley, which one are you finding difficult to join? We need to catch you. Stanley, which one are you finding difficult to join? Some people will be there like that and they will help you. Wale Oyedeji, First Bank, MD First Bank will be there, and a whole lot of other people. So let's do that. It'll be awesome for men. They'll teach you pattern recognition, setting your next 5-year goals, managing your finances, everything you want to think about. How to marry a great woman. That one, how to marry a great woman. It's sweet to marry a great woman. You can flex. You can flex. Justice says, I don't know which one you're asking me, how much it is, but the links are here. So if it's BFF, I think it's $100. BFF is just $100 for 3 months. So if you break it down, that's like 25, okay, $30 per month for persuasion and other experts talk to you twice a week. It's $30 per month. So it's very cheap. Very, very cheap. So let me take a few questions. Yes. What do you do if you are with a partner who's a great person, father and husband, Christian, but you just aren't sure if he's the one for you, but he really loves you? So I want to assume that the husband you're talking is not your own, he's not your husband. He's has husbanded somebody else. He's divorced. I want to assume that what you mean. He says he's a great father. That means he's not your children, it's other children. Messi said, "What time is BFF holding?" I'm not even in Nigeria myself, so it's not for BFF. Is not for Nigerians. I'm not in Nigeria myself. It's people are joining from everywhere in the world. Messi, so join. If for any reason, it's a time when everybody can join. Just like as you're here now, it's around the same time, so you'll join. And if for any reason you missed your timing, they'll replay for you. So don't worry about timing. All of us are not. We're all in different places. Let me finish that question that I was reading. So what I would advise you to do is join BFF. You need some. We need to ask you some hard questions about this decision. All right. I need to know whether this person is it that he's widowed or is divorced. If he's divorced, why? We need to investigate that so that you won't repeat. Every time two people divorce, listen. Every time two people divorce, let's say these two people are married. Let's say these people are married. Every time you see two people divorce, they're married, they divorce. One was the problem. Yes, there are rare times when two of them are the problem, but most times one was the demon. One is the problem. So when people divorce, you don't know the one you're getting. You want to marry a divorcee? Maybe it's the one that broke the first marriage. Maybe it's his bad behavior. So you don't, and he won't tell you when you go and meet him. You say, my wife is a witch. If you marry the witch that you meet, she'll say that man was useless. My husband was a witch. You don't know which of the divorcee you are meeting, so you need counsel. You don't know if it's the demon. So they found out 50% of first marriages end in divorce, 60% of second marriages end in divorce. So sometimes they're inheriting the demon that broke the first marriage. So if it's that kind of case, you need to join BFF, number one. Number two, also, we need to talk to you more, counsel you, and answer more questions before we can tell you if it's a good person. Everybody looks good though before you marry them. All right. How do you manage your marriage? Most especially if you are coming from a different background, most especially when it's looking like competition type of relationship. Yes, now so counseling will help you guys. All right. You guys are not yet working as a team. You are a team. You are a team. So you're not competing, you're complementing. You're supposed to compete, you're supposed to complement each other. Okay. Pastor, please, I'm 28 years old in a relationship and my boyfriend is always telling me to keep quiet while we are arguing over something. Do you think it's a red flag? It's a red carpet. It's a red flag, red carpet. He's domineering, he's controlling. He does not see you as an equal, does not see you as a partner, sees you as a child, it will get worse. Now, let me tell you something. The person that asked this question, let me tell you something. This is why we're saying join BFF, if it, join BFF, Cheryl, if it, join BFF. All right, this is why we're saying it. Everybody that are in trouble say, I wish I knew you before I go. You know me now, and I've answered you now. All right, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. If you are in a relationship now and it's treating you like this, it will treat you worse in marriage or worse later on. See, when people treating you nice, emotion is still high. This still you are still in the honeymoon stage. You are in the honeymoon stage. A time will come, the emotions will wane, and you will be irritating him. He would have slept with you. He will be tired of sleeping with you. Women don't know that. That men actually get tired of sleeping with you if they don't like the inside of you. So this person is talking to you this way. They probably don't value you beyond your body. He's enjoying your body now for now. A time will come, he would have seen it all and gotten tired. This guy, he looks like somebody that can beat you. He'll give you headbutt. You know headbutt. Come and join BFF. Invest your money. Borrow money from him. Come and join BFF. All right. What do you do in a situation where you hold where you see that you hold a very different view with your boyfriend most of the times? It's a red flag now, because arguing will impact your relationship. Statistics shows that if you have 5 negative interactions to 1 positive interaction, the relationship is doomed to fail. So if you're always arguing, it's a bad sign for sure. But join BFF now. You see that you've not joined BFF. That's my challenge now. You've not joined BFF. So we put back the question you were doing before I read her question. Question just caught my eyes. That's why I read. Is it advisable to visit a godly fellow's home? Is it after the relationship is defined? My opinion is in a good relationship, isn't it? I don't think you should visit. Don't visit anybody's home. You should meet in a neutral place. You come and take you out. He should visit you, or you guys meet in a neutral place first. Until you can trust him, until you know him, until you feel you is worth visiting. Everybody visit. Don't. Where are your parents? Where are your spiritual parents? You know, there's some decisions that is your parents that should make for you because you are too emotional to make it. Don't go and visit somebody you don't know, you don't yet trust. All right. Join BFF, happy sweet now. Not join BFF. That's why. Yes, this question. Okay. Last question. Oh, let me see. Mojola Olowa says, as a guy, my partner said I should not argue with her pastor. I observed the pastor is a yes man. That's the question is difficult. The pastor is a yes man to who, or he likes yes men. Again, I don't know the details. I hope you too. Do you have anybody you submit to, Mojola? Because some men they are rebellious. They don't have anybody to submit to. So I'll be careful of that. But yes, you can't just be arguing with a pastor. It doesn't mean you must agree with her pastor. They are two different things. Right? Some things are a matter of courtesy. If my wife has a pastor, I won't be arguing with the pastor. I might not agree with the pastor. But again, we now have to discuss what the issues are, whether it's something we should argue or agree about. All right. Pastor, I'm in a relationship with my boyfriend, but he hides things from me, but believe his female friends tell them everything. When I complain, he said there's nothing. Grace, go and join BFF. I'll give you 20% discount, Grace. Go and join BFF immediately. As I'm looking at you now, Grace, as I'm looking at you now, tell them I said I'll give you 20% discount. Go and join BFF. All right, me, I have to run. Peace says, how do you handle a relationship where your partner's libido is high and yours is low? The issue destroy the close relatives' marriage. How do you? Yeah, it always happens. Two people don't have the same libido, even if they thought they had the same libido before marriage. As life begins to happen, traffic, bills, children, sickness, drugs, the libido will change. Daniel is saying, should you subscribe to Gege teaching? I don't know Gege teaching. Stay with the Bible. Stay with Bible teaching for a believer. So libido can change. So the question is, why is your libido down? Why is ladies' libido down? It's not normal for a woman not to want to have sex, or for an adult not to want to have sex. It's not normal. So whenever you see that happen, there's a background cause, either abuse, tiredness, different things. So they have to find out why the person is having low libido first before we can correct it. Is that they're not attracted to the man? Is that the man is not making love to them the right way? So many factors. So we need to know more to help them. We have a sexologist on board that you can reach. The person can help you dig deeper into why your libido is low, if it's incredibly low, and things like that. All right, so BFF, go join ladies. Then inner circle for my BFF, see it here. A single lady watching me, run now and join. Run now and join. Run now and join today, because it's starting this week. It's starting tomorrow actually. So you need to join. But it's for 3 months. If you miss tomorrow's class, you can still catch on. But go join. If you're a man, there's inner circle for you. I want to mentor you for next 1 year. Me and a team of incredible guys that are successful. You know, as a man, you get your meaning from what you're achieving in life. That's where you get your meaning from. So it's very important. All right. Is high libido in a lady good? Very good. Your husband will enjoy, as long as you are keeping it for your husband, not that you are sharing it around the world. It's very good. Very, very, it's an asset. If you have high libido as a woman, it's an asset. All right. But have you joined BFF? Don't carry your libido about. If you have not joined BFF, bring your libido and come and join BFF. All right. So thank you, everybody. It was nice seeing you. See you guys in BFF. I'll be teaching as well in BFF. And for the men, see you in Inner Circle. We have a Telegram group for single men. If you're a single man here, join the Telegram group so that you know more we're having issues that we need to deal with. I want to ask the men in the house. Men in the house, should we do something on pornography? I have an expert that is a friend, and we're discussing if it is a needed thing. So if you're a man in the house, please confirm for me in the comment. Should we do something for men about managing or dealing with pornography, overcoming pornography and things like that? Please let me know. Okay. Thank you. I just want to see if there's enough demand for it. We have a general men's group as well that is not for both single and married men. It's called Mentalities. You can join that one as well. Okay. Yes. Okay. So okay. All right. I just wanted to see if there's energy. I know women too need it, but this one is a thing for men, in particular, that we're doing for men in particular. All right. Okay. Thank you, everybody. It was good to hang out with you guys after all now. You got me the wife of my youth. Thank you for joining, guys. See you guys. Don't know when next we have on that meeting. But if you're in the Telegram group, I'll let you know if we're having something else. The next thing I want to talk about is finances. I know men's finances matter a lot. Women, remember, see you in BFF. All the single ladies, see you in BFF. God bless you. Tell your friends as well. All right.